Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and just real quick, I promised I would do some test hands for you guys with my Destiny Exodia deck. So I've been shuffling this, and I want to do this, and I want to see how well I do. So if you guys give me just half a second, let's see what we can get. So the whole point is to use Destiny Hero as an engine to try to get what we need. So let's see what we get. 2, 3, 4, 5. So not one of the best hands I've ever pulled. But we still have things that we can do. Because again, we can't draw during the turn that we use Pot of Prosperity. We can actually do a Prosperity Duality as long as we don't special summon on the first turn. And if we went second, we get another card. So we would have another Prosperity. Yay. Which is good because you can get them out of the way early. So let's go ahead with a Prosperity real quick. We're going to take a look at our extra deck, and we're going to say, what 6 are we not going to use? 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, 5, and 6. Just real quick, that's why I played most of these guys. It's just the quickest way to go ahead and choose 6 out. So now we'll get to excavate 6 from our deck and pick a card. Now, unfortunately, that Day of Peace is not going to do us much good right now. And honestly, that's terrible. So I'm kind of wishing my Pot of Dualities would have been my Battle Faders that I was talking about. But it looks like Day of Peace would have been the better piece here to do. Now you could still use it without getting the draw here, which I wasn't supposed to shuffle that. Okay, I'm gonna redo this. I really apologize for that. I thought I was using duality for half a second, and I really wasn't. Ugh. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Okay, so opening hand, there's 5 cards. Okay, we got Malicious, we got Exodia, we got Allure, we got Day of Peace, we got Prosperity. Prosperity, again, should be used once we've saved something up. If we go second and we have the additional card in our hand, we'll have Plasma. First thing is 1 Day of Peace. Since we won't be able to defend ourselves, we'll go ahead and get another Plasma. Then we'll go ahead and we'll activate Allure. And I'm just going to prematurely banish that Plasma. Get Dogma, draw hand. And again, there's no harm, no foul for what I do this turn. So I could just sit here with these 6. On my opponent's turn, nothing's going to happen to me. On my next turn, I'll get Drill Dark. And one of the cool combos that we'll now be able to do, we'll be able to play Drill Dark, special summon our draw hand. Draw hand makes both players draw a card. So we'll get our other Malicious, which is terrible. Oh my goodness. That was not good. Let's go ahead and we'll link into Vert Anaconda. This is putting draw hand in the discard pile already. This will allow us to pay 2K. Activate our fusion spell from deck. Oh, no, it was Fusion Destiny. Now that we're going to do that, we're going to target our Dominance. We'll play Dominance now, using monsters from the hand or deck as material. Destroy it during the end phase. Okay, so we'll want to send Disc Commander for sure. We kind of fuzzed up. You could probably send the draw hand. You don't have to send the draw hand. I hate to send from my hand right now, just in case we draw into anything else good. So I'll drop out a Dogma and Oh no, that's so bad. I'll drop out a Dogma and a Plasma out of the deck. So those two with the Disc Commander. And this will get us into our big boy Dominance. Now remember, at the end of my opponent's turn, Dominance is going to go splat. Since he did go second, there is the chance that Dominance is going to be able to attack something. We've already shut off our pots for the turn, because we've already drawn by effect and we have special summoned. But that was another 4 cards out of the deck, so that's still always going to be a good play. So let's get Dominance on board. Now when Dominance happens, we can, during our main phase, take a look at the top 5 of a deck. We're going to choose our own. So let's grab 5. And we can arrange them any which way we like. I don't see any problem with this arrangement, actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss it back. Because again, the duality would be wasted at the moment. So that's going to do. Then during a battle phase, you could crash. You could draw into something, at which point you would have your Destiny draw. You'd probably activate it. It doesn't matter what you drop. Let's drop a Malicious to draw 2. And we already know it's going to be Fusion Destiny and Drill Dark, but what this means is we're going to be able to do another Dominance next turn, which is fine. And again, that should have gotten us through 1, 2, 3 of the 5 that we saw. And then when Dominance dies during our opponent's end phase, we're going to be able to bring back 3. So we'll bring back Disc Commander, Draw Hand, and Drill Dark. And because we did bring back the Drill Dark, we can play another one from our hand so we can get the Malicious. Chances are Predaplant Vert Anaconda didn't make it through the turn either. This is going to let us draw 2. We'll draw another 1. So 1, 2, 1. So now we get another Destiny draw. It'll be our turn. We could draw. We got a Dogma. We can go into the full board real quick. Take all 4 of our characters. Get the elusive Saryuja, which I can never seem to do when I'm playing, which will allow us to pick up another 4 cards. And now we get to put 3 back at the bottom. So the 3 I'm going to put are going to be the 3 Pots of Duality, as they are the least useful at this point. And we're going to sit here with all our draw cards and see what we can't get. So we do have Allure, Destiny Draw, and Trade-In. We know we just put the bottom 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 cards that we don't know. I know that I can draw 6 of them, so that leaves 8 of them up for grabs in what order they are. So let's do that first. Let's go ahead. We can Allure. It doesn't matter. Let's get rid of Plasma. No. No. I thought I had the other Malicious still. Yeah, no, Plasma's fine. Get rid of Plasma. Draw 2 off the Allure. So we got an Allure and a Drill Dark. That's fine. You can play the Drill Dark for the draw hand. Pick up 1. Okay, we got 2 pieces. Next thing's next. We're going to trade in Dogma for 2 more. 1, 2. We got 2 more pieces of Exodia. Next, we're going to want to use our Allure of Darkness. Or we can set it up and try to go for the Game Strike now. Because again, we do have the Fusion Destiny. We can take 3 cards out of our deck, and then we can look at the next 5. But if it's not within the next 5, we're kind of out of luck. So I guess the smarter play is to not box yourself into a corner. Allure of Darkness using the Drill Dark. 1, 2, got a trade in. We'll trade in the Dogma. 1, 2. We got an Upstart Goblin for 1. So So now I'm sitting here. I've got 4 pieces of Exodia, Fusion Destiny, Draw Hand, Trade In, Fusion Destiny again, Pot of Prosperity, and my Destiny Draw. We'll go Destiny Draw, Draw Hand for 2 more. 1, 2. Didn't reach it. We have 5 cards left in our deck. We already did our Drill Dark for the turn. Chances are the next card is actually going to be... It's within the next 2 cards is where our characters are going to be. Again, I maybe should have banished something other than that other plasma so I could have utilized this trade-in. Again, we did way too many draw effects for the turn to do something. We can still set up into Duelist. Duelist should be our game stroke now. We'll do that. We'll detach both materials after we overlay. We'll go ahead and draw 2 to drop 1. So pitch them. Pick up the last 2. Exodia was in there. We just have to drop any card. It could be this. It could be this Destiny draw, and then boom, we have an Exodia. So kind of stressful. Again, I better not commit Yu-Gi-Oh crime twice. Let's go ahead and piece him out the way he's supposed to look, and go boom. I got Exodia. Let's see. That took 11 minutes. Let's do one more. And we just the one more. And see if I can do it any faster. And I better split up those pots of duality. Because again, I did send all 3 to the bottom of the deck at the same time. Alright. Sorry this is so long for a test hand video. But the premise of this, it's not really that you need to explain how to draw cards. It's just sometimes seeing that there are certain paths that you could take that maybe you shouldn't. And it ended up working out well because I still had Duelist in my deck, in my extra deck, because I sort of misplayed the first test hand, and so it goes. Alright, let's go for it. Let's do a cut in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to say we're going second again. I feel like this deck is always a go second deck. Got Allure, Destiny, draw 1 Day of Peace. Somehow I shuffled my Verde Anaconda in there, so let me just go ahead and get this instead. So that's my hand. We'll go ahead. This will be our draw. Will be Drill Dark. Real quick, we're left with some questions about what to do. First things first, you always activate whatever's freest in the hand first. 1 Day of Peace is never a bad option. So get us into trade-in, which is fine. We do have the option to drop the Malicious and build a board, so I think that'll be the route that we'll take first with Destiny Draw. We'll go ahead and draw 2. We got Dogma, we got Fusion Destiny. I think I want to use Fusion Destiny next. And I want to do this a little differently this time. I'm going to do Drill Dark. I'm going to do Draw Hand. I shuffled him in there too. Okay, give me a second. Okay, no, just those 2. Okay, yeah, so Draw Hand, Drill Dark, and I'm trying to find my Disc Commander real quick. There he is. Silliness. I don't know why I threw the Dominance out to the side. I mean, I'm just going to put him on the field now. All right, so again, he's got a shot clock to the end of our opponent's turn, which is going to be fine. We're going to trade in Dogma real quick for another draw 2. Get Dogma and Duality. Again, Duality is shut off, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead, Allure of Darkness on... Well, I'm probably going to use Dogma. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll use Dogma. Sorry, it's wrong stack. We're going to use Destiny Draw on Drill Dark. 1, 2. Felt like that was probably the wrong move. Dominance to show me now the next 5. Surprised we haven't seen prosperity yet. As far as the next 5 go, I do want this guy to be last. I do want to be able to get that upstart real quick into the left arm. But that might be less opportune in the long run. See, it's another one of those questionable bits. I keep throwing drill darks and stuff to the discard pile. I got another draw hand in my hand. I got another allure. I got another trade-in. I've already got a piece of Exodia. Dominance is going to definitely explode during the end of my opponent's turn. I'd like to keep Malicious intact. This is almost one of those times where I'm actually not going to attack. Well, I wouldn't attack because I wouldn't want to press the draw one. Because I want to be able to draw these 3 and utilize, even if I do add this to my hand, I can still get my Drill Dark and leave Malicious in the deck. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then I would simply just stop drawing for the turn. Pass, opponent does whatever the opponent does. End of the phase. Again, they either destroyed him prematurely or they waited and just let him destroy himself. We're going to pretend it is the latter, which means I'm going to be able to get my Drill Dark, my Disc Commander, and my draw hand. Or, I guess the better play here is actually you go for the Malicious on this. And you let this Drill Dark play out your draw hand from your hand. This way you do get your draw 1. And then you get your draw 2. And we've set ourselves up to have 4 names. And then during the standby phase, we're going to check our discard pile one more time, see if there's another draw hand that was sent last turn. There was. We'll do that. We will get to draw 1 more, which gets us to our last draw hand, but it's still, no, we're going to end up drawing into that Malicious. So let's not pick up the draw hand. Let's just let it rest. Then it would be your turn. You'd get to draw that card. And then you're stuck with another bunch of things to do. So let's read the amount on the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've got about 18 cards left. Can we draw a chunk of them real quick? We don't have any trade-in fodder. We can fix that. Let's do Upstart. Let's not do Upstart. Let's do our Saryuja first. Because again, Saryuja will allow us to pick up the top 4 of our deck. And then we could set certain cards back into the deck. And I'm thinking these 3 need to go back in. So we'll just place those ones at the bottom. We'll keep the Destiny draw. Because again, I don't want to use a Prosperity. Because I've already drawn card effects. So that can freely go back to the bottom. Now we'll be able to use like our Upstart. Check the top card. We got Dogma. Dogma plus trade-in equals another 2 real quick. Here's a duality and a trade-in. No plasma in hand. We could always banish the draw hand if need be. We did not play Drill Dark to that yet this turn. Let's try Reinforcement of the Army. And yeah, grab out Drill Dark. Drill Dark for Draw hand. Try my draw 1. Plasma, that's fine. Plasma for trade-in. Oh, almost there. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about with the Allure of Darkness possibly messing you up. This guy's not once per turn, right? Special summon a monster from your hand. So real quick, I didn't draw into my other Malicious yet. Let's go ahead and banish Malicious to summon Malicious. Where are you? Bottom of the deck. Fantastic. Just so you guys see what's left, we got 2 fusion spells. We do have the head. We got Duality, Prosperity, Plasma, and Darkness. So this is going to be tight. We might get the win on this turn. We might not. But now that we've got 4 different names again, this is another reason to have a second Saryuja. Again, it was 4 names. So we'll get to play all 4 cards. We did not get it. We still have Destiny Draw and Allure. So let's put pots on the bottom of the deck because, again, we've shut them off. Oops. There we go. And at this point, we should just be able to coast in off these 2 real quick. So we'll do a Destiny Draw. We'll drop this one. 1, 2. Didn't get it. Allure of Darkness. 1, 2. Drop the Plasma. And one more time, let's put the Exodia cards on the board. And there you go. There's Exodia twice. I'm sorry I messed up that first time trying to play Prod of Prosperity like it was Duality, shuffling cards back in. I didn't mean to do that. Caught myself. Big oof. But yes, you can use Destiny Heroes as a fairly consistent engine to play yourself an Exodia deck. So maybe the pots were a wrong choice. They did feel a little cloggy during this. They seemed to work out the other time, but I don't know. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you didn't, waste too much time watching this one. And we'll see you guys next time with another deck list. Maybe Utopia this time. Different build than what I did this last time, but still similar. It's going to use some more of the support stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.